Dude, I'm on Twitter looking at this August 1 warning guy, and he won't answer my DMs. I don't even know who it is. Do you have any idea?
He's definitely somebody more real than the July warning.
Definitely, definitely. That wasn't even a warning.
Someone in the witness protection program?
I don't know, man. Who do you think he's after?
I don't know.
Main Event Mafia?
Not
Aces
us.
and eights? Yeah, definitely not us. That would be ridiculous.
I'll give him a bad influence precaution. How about that? Bad influence precaution. Hashtag.
You know what? I'm gonna call Mark Kruskal, my PR guy. He probably knows. Let me give him a quick call. Yeah, he'll know. He'll know.
How does he know if we don't even know?
He'll figure it out. He's smart, man. He's got.
What's up guys, Paynexkiller here, and today I'm going to talk to you about the August 1st edition of TNA Impact Wrestling. Headlined by the reveal of the August 1st warning and AJ Styles vs Austin Aries in the Bound for Glory series.
Dream match tonight, you voted on it, it's going to happen. Bound for Glory series matchup, first time ever on Spike TV. Austin Aries goes one-on-one with AJ Styles in our main event tonight.
The show opens up with Taz being ejected from the Impact Zone, or not even being allowed inside the Impact Zone to do his job as a commentator. This means we get stuck for the night with boring old Jeremy Borash.
And it really all started last Friday. Yeah, Friday at the TNA offices we received.
The show goes on with Hulk, no, Austin Aries out, to talk about how important the Bound for Glory series is to him, and gets over very well how big a dream match TNA is really putting on tonight, with the first time that AJ Styles and Austin Aries has been one-on-one on Spike TV.
So apparently y'all know my name, that's a good thing.
He's eventually cut off by his former tag team partner, Bobby Roode. He talks about how he's had a crap year since Austin beat him for the title, and states that he'll be going back to his old ways.
That it pays to be rude. Well, Bobby Roode, listen, I'm going to agree with everything you just said. You're the it factor or the spit factor, so you keep spitting in my face. But you know what? I hope you do.
Austin says, "Good, I hope you make it so that I can beat you again." They're then interrupted by Hernandez, who makes his way out for his following match against Robert Roode, but is hilariously jumped right in front of his own face. I guess he just couldn't see Roode coming.
Roode not wasting any time. He talked about being advantage out of the arena floor. Oh, shoulder first goes, got the power of Hernandez. Oh, so strong. Here he comes down the runway. Boy, Roode's plan.
They have a standard back and forth which ends with Roode losing his shit. He then launches chairs into the ring, but this was just to distract the referee long enough so that he could reach for his secret weapon, a bottle hidden underneath the ring. Just like how he beat James Storm in the first place for the World Heavyweight Championship. The referee notices the glass, but Roode claims it was from the sky? The crowd? Roode doesn't really know where the glass has come from.
Full plate tonight.
We'll count to three
Look what I'm
later
dealing
on.
with.
3.
Oh, yeah. Good luck with that. Love ya.
Eric, I've been looking all over for you.
Hey man, I've been looking for you. I actually wanted to talk to you a little bit. I just wanted to congratulate
Chris
you
Sabin,
on your
now World
success
Heavyweight
as the X
Champion,
Division
finds an
champion. I know when I'm honored
unmasked
that
Manic
congratulations,
backstage.
man.
TJ Perkins, as it were, the current X Division champion, talks about how, without the mask, he was just another guy. Puma, we called him. He talks about how now with the mask he's magic and basically has now become the X Division champion. It's given him the confidence that he's always needed. And Chris Sabin really strangely gets in his face and says that he respects him and that's the main reason he gave him that match tonight. Because they both come from the same place and therefore both have the same kind of goals. But Chris Sabin comes across so weird, really creepy. Ugh.
I'll see you out there.
Up next is Jay Bradley. He says that a few lariats would equal a few wins. Well, obviously. His opponent is Joseph Parks, who squashes him with a fallaway slam. Well, they called it the fallaway slam. It was a Samoan job if I've ever seen one. Come on, TNA, what are you doing to Jay Bradley? He deserves more than this. After that, It's not Suicide against not holding the world title for long, Chris Sabin.
Chris Sabin's going to step at the steel cage against Bully Ray for that world.
Another great match you should probably go out of your way to see.
Sabin has been one step ahead since winning that World Heavyweight Championship. There it is. Sabin requested. And this is the momentum. Just 2 weeks away, knowing he's got that.
One of the better matches on TV this year. Afterwards, Sabin is jumped by Bully Ray Dudley, but with help from Spider Manic, they fight him off. Everyone gets one, apparently.
Manic trying to shot in on Bully Ray and Sabin. Try and follow up the edge, and just as quick as that, Gail Kim.
In a quick match, ODB and Gail Kim wrestle to the outside and end up in a double count out. I'm fine with this because I'm actually quite excited to see them go at it again. The Knockouts division is a rare thing where women's wrestling is actually quite entertaining and worth watching, with detailed characters that are actually quite likeable, as opposed to twins who are just complete and utter cunts. In the back, an incredibly emo AJ Styles talks about he's the destroyer of worlds and people should not be believing in heroes. They've been lying to you, man, he says. Follow the buzzards. Quote the Raven, nevermore. Austin Aries and AJ wrestle constantly for quite a while and have probably one of the better matches of the year so far, especially on free television. Go out of your way to see this match because it really is something. The dream match that TNA built up. But that brings us to the ending of the match. Well, AJ Styles hits a Pele and then both men land unconscious with their arms on top of each other. That's what was written on paper, I'm sure, but what comes across is something completely different. Aries kicks out a 2 and the referee counts out AJ Styles. And that basically means that Austin Aries gets the win, but just what a confusing ending to a match. I'm even confused talking about it right now.
Which begins my process of elimination of aces and eights.
That all leads us to the end, and boy, what an ending. The Aces and Eights and the main event Mafia are meeting inside the ring, with the main event Mafia having a plan at hand. Basically, it's going to be a 5-on-5 elimination style match with the, well, I guess it won't be an elimination match, but basically the first person who gets pinned will be fired from TNA and will have their career completely ended, or at least that's the way that Kurt Angle described the match. This all goes on for a while until Samoa Joe starts a fight and they all get into a big brawl, which then ends with Tito Ortiz walking out with his big stupid bald head on live national television. Now, this of course means absolutely nothing to me. To me, here in the UK, who is Tito Ortiz to me? I've never really seen him before, apart from at Hard Justice, when he refereed the match between AJ Styles and Jeff Jarrett, when AJ Styles won the TNA, or the NWA at the time, World Heavyweight Championship. And the reason that this really is such a huge disappointment is because, well, the shape of his head is very, very misleading. The sound of his voice, when unmuffled in the videos, sounded just like Davey Richards, and the ears and the bald head made me think it was Low-Key. Now, imagine my disgust, thinking that Low-Key or Davey Richards, these huge names and multi-talented wrestlers make their debuts or re-debuts back in TNA, but instead it turns out it's this big, bald-headed moron. Fuck, I don't fucking care. Tito Ortiz, get lost. That's TNA Wrestling for August 1st. 3 or 4 very decent matches that you should go out of your way to see. Nothing better that I can really say about it. But man, this situation right now is incredibly awkward.